Hey guys, I've been wanting to share this idea with you for a while, ever since I did the Art of Speed Reading People video. It's kind of the learning process, and I want you to take this with whatever makes sense for you. I want to start out bringing you to the treasure chest. Whatever your treasure is, the tools you need to make you successful, that's what's in your treasure chest. You can Google search this and look it up yourself and get into more detail of it, but I wanted to do a quick overview. It helps with magic, interacting with other people, the entire learning process for anything. This is a good vantage point to kind of look at it. You have this bracket made up of two things: incompetent and competent, unconscious and conscious. When you don't have the necessary skills or tools to be like efficient to basically get you where you need to be, just the opposite. You are fully aware, you have a good education, good intelligence, you're aware, you're somewhat awake to your environment. The part of the brain that the conscious mind doesn't even know it's there. It's kind of like when you go zombie mode when you're driving a car and you get somewhere in what feels like 10 or 15 minutes when it's really an hour drive away. We go in zombie mode all the time, and that's the state of mind that hypnotists speak to allow people to be susceptible to hypnotism, because they're speaking with the unconscious. The conscious mind isn't aware of it, but it still alters your behavior. When you first start learning things, you start being unconscious and incompetent. Karate. You walk into a karate dojo, you see what's going on, but you really don't know anything about it. You think it's about beating people up and being able to just hurt people. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know a lot. You don't even know that you don't know a lot. It's like a fish. If you went up to a fish and you said, "Hey, you know you're wet, right?" The fish would say, "What? I'm wet?" That's just his environment. He doesn't even know that he doesn't know that. That's when your treasure chest is closed. There's also a lock on your treasure chest. The lock is everything that you think you know. Those things that you think you know are really what's blocking you from being able to use what's in the chest to go further. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. Phase 2, conscious incompetent. You become aware that you don't know things. Going into the karate dojo, you finally start to learn it's about self-discipline and self-defense. It's very spiritual. Same kind of thing with yoga. What yoga is really about versus what you think it's about. Conscious incompetent is where you learn what it's really about, and you become aware that you don't know a lot about it. That's when you open and you can see inside the treasure chest. You can see your tools. Conscious competent. You get it and you're aware of it. You start doing things and they start working, but you're consciously thinking about why they're working, like what specifically you're doing to make it work. That's when you reach inside of your treasure, take out some of the tools, and use it to your advantage. This phase is when you might be learning karate and learning the understanding and why they do things. And this would be the stage when you're using the techniques and you understand why you're hitting specific sequences of moves. You're aware of why you're doing it. Unconscious competent. It's when it's automatic, integrated within you. When you can close the chest and just walk away and use the tools that you already learned and you already knew. Think of anything that you've learned before. Probably started off frustrated, you didn't know anything about it, and then you started actually playing with it, get more frustrated, understand why things work the way they do, just kind of happens automatically. You don't think about it anymore. That is unconscious competent. And this cycle repeats itself. So even when you get to this level, there's still a whole other level to get to where you have to go through the same kind of process. Start maybe teaching people and mentoring people. Again, if you get here and it's just like, well, I just get it now. You know, I just get it, I'm done. You're letting yourself slip because there's always another level to get to. So try to stay around all 4 of these, and then that's when you'll get in your rhythm, in your flow. Your life will be more fulfilling that way. Again, this is the Johari window. Look that up on Google. Have fun with that learning process. I'll come out with a few other learning processes, as well as sharing some more things that I learned from my mentor and show it and pass it on to you guys so you guys can use it to your advantage. I find this stuff interesting, so if you think it's interesting or got any value out of it, leave me a comment. You liked it, you didn't like it, why or why not. Maybe leave a comment of how you think this integrates with magic or integrates with something that you love. Be inspired to learn. aspire to disturb, and always rise above.
Keep me